Hi, Mrs. Jennings, Ms. Johnson, and Mr. Johnson. How are you? A cheerful Cora greeted. We're doing just fine, Cora. And you? Mrs. Jennings responded. I'm having a great day, can't you tell? She said with a big smile. Yes, we can. Dear, you must have gotten that job you worked so hard for, Mrs. Jennings inquired. Yes, Cora shouted in glee. Yes, I did. They all congratulated Cora. You see, Cora worked for an elderly family. Mrs. Jennings was Mr. and Ms. Johnson's half-sister, who was sometimes a bit strange. The family didn't get along much, though they put their differences aside for Cora's exciting day. They invited Cora over for dinner tomorrow to celebrate her new job. Cora happily accepted. It was the next day. Cora came back as expected to have a special dinner with the family. She rang the doorbell. Come on in, Mrs. Jennings said, and make yourself comfortable. All right, replied Cora. She sat at the long and beautifully set dinner table. Whatever it is, it sure smells good. Thanks, shouted Mrs. Jennings from the kitchen. It's a new recipe I've been meaning to try for some time now. Oh? I can't wait, said Cora. She poured herself a drink. It was taking some time, and Cora began to fall asleep. Over an hour later, Mrs. Jennings brought the soup out and bread rolls. Wake up, child, she said. Wow, I can't believe how tired I am, Cora said while yawning. I understand I took so long, but it's ready now, so let us pray. They held hands and began to pray. The two began to enjoy their dinner. While laughing and chatting, Cora inquired about Mr. and Ms. Johnson. Oh, don't worry, they're here. Where? Cora asked again as she began to look around in curiosity, which soon turned into panic as she noticed the sinister grin on Miss Jennings's face. Cora looked down at the soup and saw a piece of meat resembling a small part of a toe. She jumped back in horror. What's going on? Cora demanded an explanation. What on earth is the matter with you, child? It was Ms. Johnson and Mr. Johnson standing at the door entrance. Sorry we're late, they said. Cora exhaled with a sigh of relief. It's nothing, Cora said in response. It's just my imagination running wild. Excuse me, I need to use the restroom. As she tried to sit up, she immediately fell to the floor. Looking down, she noticed both of her legs were gone, just numb nubs wrapped in bandages. Cora screamed in horror as she soon realized she was the main course.